Hey guys, sorry for the Lou. This is Kazuko Samas, and I am so sorry I have not been on for a while. Uh, it's been crazy. I've been real busy, and as you can see, we're watching your hybrid might be in the Hall of Shame. Great hybrid war results. Now, I did participate in the hybrid war. And let me just say, I expected mine to be in the Hall of Shame. I mean, when I was creating it, I tried the best I could do, but I just didn't have enough time to correctly do it to Goji Center standards. Now, I am not proud of the uh, PFP or thing that was created for it. I didn't have enough time, nor did I have any money for anyone to actually make a drawing. So I was forced to use AI art, and let me just say it was horrible, and I just submitted it anyways. So go check out Gochi Center's video. Um, but after we're done watching the video, I'll also point out which one's mine. But I got two different hybrids. One of them I never submitted, and the other one I did. And the third one is my kaiju. This is no way in relation a challenge to Goji Center, so do not find my video and do not tell Goji Center that it's a challenge. It's clearly is not. I cannot stress that enough. That it is not a challenge. I swear. Now, let's go ahead and get this video started. The link to Gochi Center's video will be make sure you like, you subscribe, make sure you share. I'll share it too for some other people. February 9th, 2025, a total of 16,055 submissions. Only 16 were selected, and a bunch of, yeah, resulting in their hybrids being displayed in the famous Hall of Shame. The Hall of Shame. So first one we got number 89. So this called Venator Exterminus, a thripod that was overscaled at 98 feet in length, 39 feet tall. I'll just pause it and just see what I think about it. Now I do what they say by AI prompt create a Transformers Dinobot. It looks like a T Rex with a raptor, or well, it just says it right there. That's in number 89. Number 88, Nixo Dragon Apex. Relationable for exposition. Learn nothing from Hank's uselessness. Technical Dream. Ironclad Beetle will not mesh well. Create an Egyptian god. The Saint Yu-Gi-Oh! In Dom Imperatrix, creator did not even try to scribble their own artwork. Their little children do more with line paper. Oh yeah, it looks like they just took the Indom 2.0s. Genome was too big from existing hybrids. A rip-off version of the 2. Yeah, I see it because they just used the 2.0. Kill shot the Torvo Venator Rex. 25-foot long theropod, weighing 10 tons. Apparently, it has 5 limbs. Antlers on that kind of body are begging for a broken neck. Death by self inflicted electric shock, electric eel, gene plus complex nervous system. The Panoplosceratops bellator. Real shame, this was actually located decent until human DNA was revealed. So they didn't add the human. Sigma Senior Gojo. Disgrace and insult to his competition. Brain rot name that isn't even funny. Lucky it even made it to the Hall of Shame. You fell comedy. Died of self-inflicted cringe. Imaginolodon. Creator claimed this animal weighs a staggering 99 tons. Death by broken legs. Akumo Noo. Creator claims this bipedal stands at 70 feet tall, 100 and another death by broken legs. Moridian Rex. AR that does not resemble what it's supposed to be, unviable or to judge due to the body form being unclear. Crab claws won't work with vertebrae. The Scorpius Rex 2.0. Inconsistent AIR, stick with one concept next time. Skinny build won't hold that much weight. No glowing demonized, strongly recommended. Fulgor Rex. Bro really said this thing could run 30 miles an hour? 12.5 and 9 tons, death by self-inflicted electric shock injury in the endocranium and brain. Magnet turn effects. Created dinosaur that looks like it came out of Sword. One fish can also not swoop. Tyrannosuchus. Pretty decent until the addition of Australopithecus was detected. What is Austro? Let's see what Austro. Oh, Astrolope. Ast- Astrolope. Is that it right there? Yes. It's a southern ape. Oh, I see. It's an ape. Here's mine. Yeah. So I'm not defending this or anything. I just didn't have enough time to really do anything, and I am pretty ashamed of how this turned out. Inaccurate AI representation. Red Tooth True is not a real animal. I meant the the Northern Shrew, same one that Goji Center used for his Indom, but for some reason I put Red Tooth Shrew. Bad jaws for using the saber teeth. I used the. It's not a saber tooth tiger teeth. It's a cousin that was more of a hyena saber tooth than a tiger. And yeah, the AIR gave it two tongues. I'm not proud of it. Don't say I was. We got Echinoraptor Dominus, raptor-like build at 8 plus tons, is not viable. Xenorex AI create a spiky, hardened lava monster. Creator claims this animal bites harder than a T-Rex, but no added genetic contributor that bites harder than a T-Rex. Animal's electric quick regeneration is not backed up by a gene compatibility. The osculary roar would not work. So I won't keep pausing it so much because it is a long video. Cartoon Godzilla T Rex impossible to judge based on design. Kratos, Hank's younger brother, added men to shrimp DNA, killed himself. Arthropods and vertebrates don't mix well. Venom glands and fangs cannot mix with a crushing bite. Danny. Danny. AI misinterpretation. Bob the Mega Cerebrosis. Broly really tried to combine the entire Ultima with the Indom 2.0. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Another one that took the design of the Indom 2.0. Demented Giganosaurus, broken the rules by adding the Demented power that allegedly contains curse mode, acts like an Arc Gigas. Male to scaled, female not to scale. The fish got big and centered in the wrong arena. False humanoid, creative submitted overscaled creature in this position posture, claimed to weigh 5.6 tons at 6.3 meters in height and 6.1 meters in length. Cobra spitting wouldn't work well at the size. Jurassic Park Criminal Cansar had a baby with a fish. Tyrannodactylus. Creator did not submit a side view image for the hybrid. A marine hybrid sent this hybrid to fight Golgi Vex. Give me a swole hyena on trends. Thomas the Cataphractylus pistrius. Omega coliosis. Broke the rules by adding Wendigo DNA. Breeder claims that this hybrid fire while being up to 5.5 tons in a chopped Thagomizer. Perfect example why large prehistoric had tiny tails to eliminate unnecessary weight and drag. Turtles. Bro added human brain power. When it grows up, it'll make a great ninja turtle. Or better, it'll probably be what's his name? Raph's pet turtle in the 2012 Spike. Predator Raptor, create the Jurassic Park Raptor. I see it during an acid trip, death by zapping its own brain. Aliodon Imperator, constant submitted image instead of making an effort to submit a scribble. Indominus Everson, there is the reason bipeds never broke 20 tons, crushed under its own weight. Typhon, oh, and sorry, I paused so that was that. This is the Super Elania. Scale dinosaur with lots of veins. More veins, please. More. That many exposed veins are practically huge weak spots to explode. The Chimera. Imagine if Cyborg, Godzilla, and a T Rex had a baby. Chuck Johnson will work well with Feral Jaws. Penetrator Bills, aka Brox. Tyrannus Behemoth Primordius. Thanks Disciple appears yet again. Rory thought dung beetle DNA would make it lift other animals many times his own will. Spoiler, impossible at this scale. Frank. Hybrid likely submitted by a Sith Lord. Oh, I see. The red tusk making it look like a lightsaber. 17 feet long and 13 feet tall, while weighing an astonishing 22 tons. Visible growths are a huge work spot and can cause nasty infections when dried out. The Procilian apparently is trying to kill the 2.0 with lightsabers. Exhibit number 49, the Verolithrix. Bro really thought adding Gene D9 was going to make this thing agile at this size. Moves at 45 miles an hour. Death by self-electricity. Failure to heal from injuries. Misuse of... There's a lot of misuse of electric eels and oxalotls. Are you sure these people didn't get together and be like, all right, let's add our hybrids with electric eels and axolotl? Arc Giga Rage Mode, but a raptor, death by blood poisoning. Too much iron in the body can cause blood poisonings on being with more complex skeletal systems than a snail. Like us, but we more get iron deficiency than iron over efficiency. Imagine the aftermath of the thing from Fantastic Four in a pangolin after doing unspeakable acts. Stance and posture not feasible at the scale. It would most certainly not be clumbering time due to falling over. So kind of like how Danger Veils was with it being way too top heavy. LE Fast, as the sense that you ordered from Timu. Madly, we know you're watching this year's Primordius Apex. Overscaled, 85 foot long, 50 feet tall, only 18 tons. Bit of a blimp. Being bipedal using the tail to attack won't work too well. Wilkie spinosus onegypticus. Overscale, genetic computer for large size, spamware incongruent with overall build, death by falling on his face. Looks like a cool design though, but Timothy make a spiky dinosaur mummy hybrid. Carnotaurus legs for speed was not going to do anything. Flesh exposure such as inspection. Look at it. That looks like worms, but it could be part of the throat, then exposed rib cage. I don't think this one would even live to be an adult. Jared, it's just a dragon. Six limbs and trying to fly at this ice is not going to work. Provided brain will struggle to control this many limbs. Almost looks like a dragon. I ran a Giga Rex. No amount of Velocipede DNA was going to make this hybrid have superior agility. George Megasuthicus, the Titanus Phangonomus Rex. No genetic contributors that warrants the appearance of thorny fins, solid armor, or the glowing eyes. Sharks not having jaws to touch their skull wouldn't work well with theropod skills. Now, when we get into my sacred second hybrid, that's one of the reasons why I didn't submit it because, well, mainly because of base body. Okay, any shark jaws, bro, just use megalodon, making the problems worse. Sharks grow their teeth differently from theropods. This animal will have severe tooth and jaw issues. The Sixosaurus, Megadon that will appear alien versus predator. Would be helpful in this situation. Night Tyrant. Where did all that metal come from? Information probably seems like it was written by AI and the visual doesn't match. Over long and thin claws, breakage could happen. Spinal Mara, too big to be walking around its biped, especially with retractable claws. What if Jurassic World Tarbonosaurus and Spinal had a baby and went rage mode? A lot of them's going into rage mode. Snapping turtles actually don't have a strong bite force; they just have a sharp cutting edge. The force gets concentrated on. Too much force and the edge will snap. Thanatotherium rex. Bro said this thing has huge arms. AI begs to differ. Venomous hollow fang. Dominus Noxius. Terribilis rex. There's such a name by once again, providing that it learned nothing from Hank. Another mantis shrimp accident. Send this to the ER Pronto. Underwater at a very small scale. Yeah, so basically the same thing would happen if they try to use the mantis shrimp. What mantis shrimp does, if you haven't seen Goji Center's video, which you probably has, underwater shrimp snap their I guess their claws together real fast, and a large burst of air comes gets ejected and helps them defend. Now when they first did it with Hank, Hank basically did that above land and at this scale blew off his entire arm. Bye bye arms. The Titanus Rex. Bro really tried to make a kaiju, flushing this thing down to hollow earth. What even is that? Ankyloid tyrant, scientists studying a petrified dinosaur, death by oral self-induced electrons, another, oh, Neofang. Bro forgot to add Godzilla DNA. Sneerix. This is just a giant cat. Cat, kangaroo, scorpion weighing 11 tons. Thermoregulating, body parts like scorpion toes on a vertebrate animal, and death by a heat stroke. Another Bob. The creator of Bob had the hybrid disqualified Description of solid. Okay, bro. Human brain, advanced intelligence for strategic thinking. This thing belongs in Pacific Rim 2. Mrs. I can't even say the word. Godzilla with chickenpox walking on water, but also underwater. Another tardigrade, the damn mantis shrimp, axolotl, and electric eel. Inflicted limb destruction and electrocution. Also 100 tons. Bro thinks animals from Ventura are real. Broke the rules by adding Thanator and Great DNA. Sully will never ride into the battle. Oh, Sully, the main character. Tyrannus Stobis after Numb. Show us this mantis shrimp crab. Yeah, most of this video has been electric eel, oxalotl, mantis shrimp, and giga arc rage. Lupo Trimera, Bargon SIU, no genetic contributor to more than the 15-meter length. Bulldog game aspect might end up compromising the draws because anthropod mandibles work completely different. Fusonis Carnorex, Black Mama Venom wouldn't work well at a large size because the volume needed. Way too much contributor still. Electric Eel Gene again. Ultima Cyperatrix, six limbs, trying to fly. So sorry about that, guys. I don't have YouTube Premium. Yet another Bob. Death by Revenge of the Electric Eel again. Connotaurus Rags, processed 350 tons. It was way too fucking heavy. Excuse my language. Kaiju Lodon, it literally has kaiju in it. Dark Frost are not actually poisonous. It's what they eat. Spinoraptor Rex, nothing in the genome. Cheetos horror scribbling a silhouette at least. Odonone label hits, 33 feet tall, 18 long. Arginobastum, I can't even say that. There's more for those in the back. Anthropod plus vertebrae, a lot of potential arrows. Lots of fur, plus equals heat stress issues. Draco, Spinus, Imperator. Pufferfish ideas. Darth Dews in Dome 3.0. Yep, another edited screenshot of the 3.0 or the 2.0. No side view. Could have made a sketch, dude. Ultimasaurus Dominus. Two front heavy with a head, spine, and arms. In inadequate posture. Oh, Bolivaraptor Prime. When AR ruins your submission, race dorsal ridge would be breakable and compromise agility. Raptor feet can't offer good stability. Universe Killer. Bro submitted chaos effect. Fan Breakfast Cudulus Rex, 40 genomes would scramble the instincts, cooked itself again with a tardigrade, and somehow less than 2 times. Ramiel, the vomiter beetle claims another victim. Instead of exploding out of the ass, this caustic liquid comes out of the mouth. AI fails to match the description as could be used as spears. Lupus, Leo, Titanicus were shooting a sequel to Rampage, No Huge Wolves. Oh, so as it goes down, it goes to the worst of all. So mine was pretty high up there. It wasn't the best, nor was it the worst, but I'm still not proud of it. I'm making that as clear as I can. I am not proud of it. Trivia Rex. Clearly, this learned gentleman is too wise for this competition. Venator, Venator, Worst Nightmare, trying to be super agile at 19 tons instead of load bearing. It's begging for some dislocated and twisted limbs. 400 tons use xenomorph DNA. And then their number one, if you have not seen it, the number one in their hybrid war is this one right here, Dangerville. Now, let's go to my Predathorn so I can talk about it a little bit and see how bad it was. So, this is what it wrote. The main body we use today is the Giganotosaurus, genius large theropod dinosaur that lived in what is now Argentina during the early Cretaceous age of the late Cretaceous, approximately 99.6 to 95 million years ago. The holotype specimen was discovered in the Cantaloupe Formation of Patagonia in 1993, and it's almost 70%. The animal was named Giganotosaurus carolina or carolini. In 1995, giant southern lizard, one of the largest. I got most of this off the uh, not the Wikipedia. It's an actual research website that tells you about the animals. So going down here, uh, largest known Tyrannus specimen that the bones of the Gigasaur appear to be more robust, including indicating a heavier animal. And then for this, we'll also add gorilla arms to get rid of those pesky short arms. And then the claws from a bald eagle mixed with a Kodiak bear. For the teeth, saber-toothed tiger, which lived in the Palestine e-pooch. We take in the saber-toothed long canine tears, shrew known for its red teeth that appears making it red. See, I don't know why I did the red teeth shrew when here I put shrew known for its red teeth. It's not what I put in the actual submission, but yeah. So armor, I did the Arapimas, uh, and the thorny devil to kind of add spikes onto the back, and that's basically it of the Predathorn. Now this is the other one I was going to submit, but I decided not to because I want to see how Predathorn would do. I kind of think this one would be slightly better. This is how it turned out right here. If I can pull it up, should be able to increase the size. But yeah, no, wrong way. So there it is right there. The main body was used as a Titanoboa. Now, if Goji Center sees this and wants to make a whole deduct video about it, go ahead. It's probably going to be very bad anyways. So, if you don't know what the Titanoboa is, the Titanoboa is this right here. The largest snake in the, I guess, the Jurassic period. I don't. The Pelocene. That's how much bigger than a human it is, plus the very long body. So what I did was the core DNA that was used upon the Titanoboa, or the original name Titanoboa cerejonesis, is a type of snake that lived in the middle and late Pliocene. The Titanoboa could grow to a height of 42 feet or 12.8 meters tall to an incredible 47 feet or 1.4 or 14.3, not 1.43 meters tall. It said that the Titanoboa evolved following the extinction of all non-avian dinosaurs, and being one of the largest reptiles to evolve after the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event, semi-aquatic animal, determined by comparing the Titanoboa to extinct green anaconda and the southern rock python, resulting in a weight between 652 and 1,819 kilograms, or 1,437 to 4,010 pounds, means estimate 1.135 kilograms, 2,502 pounds, far exceed the largest modern snakes, the green anaconda and the raccoon python. Then again, the armor comes back as the Arapamas. Then again, the thorny devil makes another addition. The idea was that this will allow the body of the snake to wrap around the opponents and then pull, ripping its opponents off. You know, like if you take a rope with sharp edges, or like a whip or something, wrapping it around your arm and then pulling really hard. It's going to scrape against the skin and cause injuries. For its teeth, we know for a snake the teeth are loosely connected, which is why whenever you come in contact with a snake, or come in contact with a very poisonous snake, and you if you can get grab the head before it bites you, you can put your fingers right behind the fangs and pop them out. We don't want that happening, especially on a large this. So I kind of added the saltwater crocodile for its head and teeth combustion. Then I added the hyena tooth, as basically like cyber tooth teeth. But one reason why I didn't do this was because, especially having a crocodile head, it would not work well. So this technically, well, at least for this right here, that needs to be deleted because now also adding the southern shrew is what I think is called, and that right there, remove this because this is that's one of the main but yeah, so there's that one, and then this is it's way too powerful. I gotta scale it down. I don't even think the picture I have of her is not even here. Define a stunning cascade of shimmering purple and obsidian back, scales reflecting light like a living amethyst enshrouded in shadow. Along her back, a series of jagged dorsal fins rise like obsidian spires, glowing faintly with bioluminescent veins of violet energy, ready to unleash devastation. Her form is lithe and graceful, with sleek, muscular limbs that carry her seamlessly across land and sea. Uh, Her body, yeah. So this is more so a work in progress. I got to change a bunch of stuff about it, and then they also have this one right here where someone else tried to school them and failed horribly. But really quickly, let's also go ahead and watch the new one. This is the number one spot in the hybrid war. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and share so that way his video gets a lot more a lot more people out there. He has 1.48 million subscribers, and phew, it says the only 739K views. Yeah, yeah, I watched their video on this. The Ultimasaurus is from a series of toy lines a long time ago. It was never fully showcased, and what Goji Center does is that he made it correct, which Hank looked horrible, but kind of killed himself by smashing his jaw and his arms. The Hall of Shame. No, I tried to pause to see if mine was there, but they started under the 30s and mine's all the way in the 70s. The number one spot was gone. Let's see. You can see kind of in red of the hybrids that was in the Hall of Shame. And this is the king of shames. It's, that's what I'm calling it. It's the king of Hall of Shame. I should probably turn on subtitles right here. Yeah, okay. What does that do? Thanks, better. Not at all. Oh, and also at the end of this, we've seen it in some shorts, but we're about to see it a lot better at near the end over here. Now, really quickly, just look at the Indom 2.0. I didn't know a lot of you probably already has, but look at that. That tail right there is made for more stability. They made the posture lower so that way it can use all four and get prey on shorter levels. Not only that, the arms right here allow them to grab and hold on to items, just making it deadly. Not even to mention its reproducibility. Look, you can just see on the back of that was just the brain and exposed at the same time. Yeah, see, you can see a brain right there. That's exposed. T Rex genome found. This was Dangerville's video against the original Indom, the Indominus Rex, not the Indom 2.0. Oh, there we go. There's Hank. His main design was badass. Don't get me wrong, but the arms exploded itself. The jaw snapped on itself and died. But there is a video of Dangerville or not Dangerville, sorry, Dangerville's this of Goji guy and Goji Center making Hank a lot better than well, it's called Hank 2.0, so you can already tell it's better than the original Hank. It made it a lot more usable and retracted the pistol shrimp's DNA and the jaw clamp. And the only he's going to say here, but the only carnivorous, very bloodthirsty primate is a very small monkey. It's a very small monkey. Yeah, see, well, Toxie, or not even monkey. They more look like some shortened lemur, almost. Yeah, which But the thing about having sensitive skin like apes or humans is that as soon as an injury happens, it hurts a shit ton. I'm not saying I'm not saying any other animal with skin doesn't feel pain, but since ours is so touchable and so flimsy and can break easily, like you can cut yourself with a nail with one of your nails. That's how weak our skin is. That's why on like dogs, whenever you grab part of their skin, you can pull it up. That's one of the it helps defend against bites. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So they combine that. Not only that, mainly the only thing ape in the Indom 2.0, if I remember correctly, is the arms, which is also backed up by the African dwarf crocodile. Dance. Because there's no tail. Plus, our center of gravity is around here-ish. Well, more around here-ish, which allows us to learn to walk on our feet straight up. So for the yawn, but kind of like how we walk on our feet with the toes and the part right before the toes and our heel kind of more or less translate to how raptors will kind of walk. I mean, not really because their entire foot structure is different than ours, but they're still walking on their heels too, kind of. Now, theropods are like your T Rex, your Gigasaurs, and what like that. Now, what makes them theropods is what he's about to explain. The tail and the body is more level with the ground. Keep them stabilized. Yeah, kind of what the Dangerville's dinosaur was. Which is why earlier in the video, when I did say something about Dangerville, it's so top heavy that if it was even able to stand up like how it showed, it would be very sluggish. If not, take one or two steps and then immediately fall on their face. It's not meant. This is not meant for it. So everything from like the waist up would be way too heavy, which causes every single time it takes a step here or a step there, it just falls directly onto its face or chest. The other problem is this exposed brain part right here. This exposed brain part. It's basically out in the open, and if it's extra memory, then bye bye to a lot of the body from bodily functions. Yeah, that would honestly that posture he just showed right there. Let's try to go back to it if I can. Let's see if I can pause on it. Now, if it was like he said, let me move this real quick. Now, if he had it on a stance like this, it'd probably work a lot better because on the regular ones, on just the regular showing of the character, it has the knuckles enough where it can walk like this, but they didn't design it that way. Short tail true. That's the one that I was trying to get. I didn't mean the tooth shrew. I meant this one. Yeah. Move this step down here. Sorry, guys. No, 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 no. The video. Not the video. There we go. And not just that, the fur on Dangerville's I already forgot what it's called. I'm just going to call it the Monkey, not even the Monkey King, the Primate King. All right, all right. Before I play it, guys, which of these body parts would the neurotoxin affect the most? Go ahead, guess. You don't won't know what neuro means. It means brain. So with that information, what does it affect the most? That's right, the brain. The weenus, anal sphincter, belly button. Selected option F. Oh shit. So, so what that said right there, if you didn't understand, sometimes the animal will be left alive while being paralyzed, and it will drag it to a place of safety like its nest to eat later while it's alive. You can see this. Well, I can say spiders because they do kind of do the same thing, except a bug gets trapped in their web. They spin it until it's covered with it, and then eat it later whenever they're hungry, which is kind of the same thing, but also way different. It's got to come to face with reality. Is what he's saying. When he's sitting on the throne, fighting a hybrid's easy. Fighting a monster is harder. I guess he's just gonna have to upgrade his combatants. He didn't even have to upgrade. He didn't need to do anything with his Indom. But here's the surprise. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if you haven't figured it out, that's what their logo is. Overall, this whole hybrid war is badass, and I'm not even going to lie, it's straight up awesome in all respect. So, please go check out Goji Center. Make sure you like his videos. Make sure you subscribe to him. Turn on all notification bells for him. Go check out his merch and whatnot. Dangerville, Ice Age Predators, and Hall of Shame videos, which I showed here. But yeah, go check out all his stuff. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.